What's good, people? It's about that time to randomly relate reverse rants, no hate. So you can consider this kind of a part three on this Canelo Alvarez situation. I want you guys to hear something, okay? This is from Punch Drunk Boxing. I want you to hear his take, okay, on Canelo Alvarez not wanting to fight Mexican fighters, because we all have our points that we make out, and I don't like to repeat something somebody else say to, like, make the point. And if I do, I will salute them for making that point. So I want you to just listen to what he has to say about it. And before I even play this, let me just say, because you always have people want to play this shit about, oh, if they the same nationality, want to get any feelings, which I can give a flying fuck. But at the end of the day, this has nothing to do with because he's Mexican. I'm saying I don't give a fuck if it was my blood brother. I be telling my blood brother the same thing. Man, you sounding soft right now. What the fuck you mean you don't want to fight another black fighter? The fuck out of here, man. This is fighting. Let's go. Punch Drunk Boxing. Let's hear what he have to say.
If Sultan Ramirez beat Dimitri Bivol November 5th, I believe that Canelo Alvarez will want to fight Sultan Ramirez. Sultan wins, you want Sultan? No, I don't want to fight with Mexico. I never said Mexico. Diablo, Canelo, otra vez, Canelo, así, no, not like that, así. That means Canelo Alvarez won't fight Sultan Ramirez if he beats Dimitri Bivol. That means he won't fight David Benavidez in 168.
And at 168, who's the best fighter considered to be? David Benavidez. So that's not a fucking excuse already to not fight a Mexican. No, you don't want to fight these dangerous fucking fighters as far as I'm concerned. Let's just be real. And you're basing if you're going to rematch Bivol on if he wins against Ramirez. Yet this man beat your ass, and you keep talking about how fucking Floyd, you'll beat Floyd now, but you don't want to beat a motherfucker that's current right now in your division that beat your ass already. And you ain't talking about beating him, but you talking about you can beat Floyd. Okay, let's finish.
The Mexican people's not going to give him a pass for this.
They better fucking not.
No, I see no Canelo Alvarez. The Mexican people will not allow this.
Better fucking not.
This is unacceptable in my opinion. I'm sorry, you folks.
Fuck sorry.
You telling me that Canelo Alvarez in 168 pounds, he's undisputed. Canelo Alvarez, walking Hall of Famer. Canelo Alvarez, first ballot Hall of Famer. Legend in the game already. Arguably the best of this era. A.K.A. Canelo, A.K.A. Cartelo, A.K.A. Payday, A.K.A. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit, ¿oíste? Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Que tú no quieres pelear con los mexicanos. No. Because in the 168-pound division, the most threatening and the best fight is the David Benavidez fight.
Facts.
If Sultan Ramirez beat Dimitri Bivol, it's either Beterbiev or Sultan Ramirez. No me diga Canelo, mi hermano, my friend. I give a lot of credit to Canelo Alvarez. But ladies and gentlemen, I also got to hold fighters accountable. It doesn't matter how great they are.
What have I been talking about this past fucking year? Accountability. You guys got to stop looking at, oh, but he beat him, he earned that right to pick and choose. No, fuck that. No. Fighters that I even say, I want to see this guy win against this guy, but you know what? This guy got to sharpen up, or I don't like this fight, or how he's approaching this, whatever. And then the same idiots go, oh, you hating. I'm hating on a fucking fighter I want to see win, but I'm being honest about what the fuck I see, so I'm hating. Well, so be it, jackasses. But listen, you see the same way I played that footage of Fury being interviewed, and those guys was digging in Fury's ass because we don't want to hear about how much money and all this stuff. You said this, they're holding him accountable for what he say and do. But for the fucking people that got their heads shoved way up Fury's backside and, Fury, oh, we love the way you smell. You guys are the ones who said, oh, the Gypsy King doesn't have to prove anything to anybody. Oh, the Gypsy King, he's beating everybody. Yeah, whatever. So pretty much he can do no wrong because you guys love the taste of his freaking nutsacks. That's not my fault, and that you guys are that way. Okay, that you don't know or understand. As a warrior, as a fighter, you want to be the best. So you know that there's no denying, no matter how much people may not even like you, but they have to understand you whooped the ass of people that they thought you couldn't beat. And you fought the best guys out there. And win, lose, or draw, you're going to get way more respect than sitting up here talking bullshit, about, oh, I don't want to fight my countrymen. You the same motherfuckers. Oh, man, Floyd didn't fight Keith Thurman. Oh, he didn't fight Sean Porter. Oh, he didn't fight Danny Garcia. Floyd was on his way out making his exit strategy. Look at Floyd's resume. He's retired, and none of the motherfuckers I just named, they can't even compare their careers to Floyd's. I don't believe in passing the torch. I'm going to light my own fucking torch, and I'm going to carry that son of a bitch until I can't carry it no fucking more. That's my mentality. I don't need you to build me. Remember when fucking Trevor Berbick beat Muhammad Ali? What was he saying to Ali at the end of the fight? You made me. I love you, Ali. You made me. Trevor Berbick became champion, but Trevor Berbick was never really a respected champion. And a lot of people didn't like Trevor Berbick. I don't know the guy personally, but things that people like just, you hear a lot of fighters say that he was a scumbag of a human being. I've heard certain things, but I don't get into the domestic stuff. But, basically Tyson destroyed him. So nobody gave a fuck about his low title reign. You understand? And he didn't get the title from Muhammad Ali, of course, but Muhammad Ali, this was his last fight. A lot of people say it was against Holmes. It wasn't against Holmes. It was against Trevor Berbick. And Ali was 30, 38, 39, was washed up. Power was gone completely. Defense gone. Reflexes shot. And Ali was standing there fighting this guy toe to toe like he was right there in front of him. But this was a shadow of himself version of Muhammad Ali. And that shit went the distance. You couldn't dispose of a washed up Ali. A way over the hill, down in the valley version of himself. Okay? We don't play that. Oh, well, he earned the... No, fuck, he earned the right. The Mexican people, nobody should give Canelo a pass for this bullshit, or no fucking fighter. You will never hear Aries talking that shit about, he shouldn't fight his own countrymen. I don't give a fuck who you are, and you will never hear me sit here and say, well, he's earned the right to pick and choose. No. No, you're getting paid millions upon millions of dollars for you to sit and cherry pick who the fuck you want. But then you told Demetrius Andre he's a horrible fighter. He's done nothing. Okay, well, you don't want to fight him. You don't want to fight Jamal fucking Charlo. So who the fuck you want to fight? And then they claim he's going back to 168 because he don't feel comfortable. He feels more comfortable at 168. But when he was asked last, so no more 175. He understood that question. He evaded it by answering his question with an answer that had nothing to do with that question, which was, if Beaver lose, no fight. That's not what he asked you. He said, so are you done? No more 175. He never said yes or no. Why? Because if he says no, then he winds up going to 175 and fight a lesser fighter. People going to say, why you didn't fight Beterbiev? And if you're going to say that you feel more comfortable at 168, then you shouldn't have Beevil rematch you at 168. In fact, look, it's not like Beevil came to 168 to take his title and it was a rematch clause. You went up, right? Like y'all said, he dared to be great, right? So if you went up to 175 to dare to be great, what the fuck is the purpose of you rematching him at 168? He beat you at 175, and I believe that Bivol will beat him again at 168. Plain and simple. Yet to be seen, but I believe it's the same fucking results. And any excuses about he didn't train the way he was supposed to, he could all this bullshit. Okay, whatever. But that's the whole point. You was trying to make history, take this guy's title, and be at another accomplishment, to what you already accomplished. So if you're going to fight him at 168, it needs to be for unfucking disputed. Not just a fight for nothing, just a redemption fight for you, but what does Bivol get out of it? So if it's not for the titles, there's no need to fight. And that's another thing. Because if he tries to fight and say it's not for the belts, but redemption, revenge, then what does Bivol get out of it? He beats your ass at the division he fights at. So if he's not going to fight for the undisputed, why the fuck would he fight you? And that'll be another excuse for, well, I want to fight him, but Bivol's the one that don't want to fight because, no. You went up to fight him to take his belt. You failed. So Bivol has to get something out of the deal. What is he getting other than the fact of saying he beat your ass again? And that way you get beat twice and still have your belts because it was not for your titles. Does that make any fucking sense? So if you're going to fight him again and you failed at 175 the first time, the purpose wasn't it's personally Bivol I want to beat. It's, well, I could fight him. I could fight Biv. You know what? I'm going to fight Bivol. After he was supposed to go to Cruiserweight and fight Makabu, right? So now, if this rematch is about redemption, and redemption only, and there's no titles on the line, Bivol has nothing to gain. Because he already proved he can beat you. And for the petty fans, oh, but that 168 is different. Yeah, that's what you say. Just like, Adrian Broner saying after he got his ass whipped at 147 so many times, I'm still undefeated at 140. Okay, you went down to 140. Mikey Garcia beat you. Now what? What's your next excuse? It's just a fight. You win, you lose. But if you move on with complaining and making excuses and, your fans are doing the same thing, it doesn't matter. Y'all not going to change the truth. I respect what this guy's saying. Let's continue.
We got to hold them accountable. And I know there's a lot of YouTube channels around there that built their channel Canelo Alvarez and are afraid to say what I'm saying right now.
Facts.
Pero soporten a ellos porque esa gente son palomo. Soportalo a esa gente que le tienen miedo because they're scared to lose subscribers, the Canelo subscribers. Huh? See, at least I praise Canelo Alvarez, but hold them accountable, especially for this. Because it's unacceptable.
I don't praise nobody,
Mexican
but
people will not allow this. Usted está loco, Canelo Alvarez. Así no, mi hermano. Usted está loco. Are you crazy? He crazy. Yo, the boxing fans nor the Mexican people would allow Canelo Alvarez to dodge Soto Ramirez if he beats Dimitri Bivol. Canelo Alvarez also stated today that if Dimitri Bivol loses, he will not fight Dimitri Bivol. He goes for Soto Ramirez. He says Soto Ramirez, he's rooting for Soto Ramirez to win. But if he wins, he's not going to fight him. Canelo Alvarez, you not fighting Mexican fighters is not looking out for your countrymen.
Thank you.
You not fighting Mexican fighters, not looking out for your Mexican counterparts. No. You looking out for Mexican fighters is by you fighting them, by giving them the opportunity so also they could get a glimpse and they could get an opportunity to fight a legend like yourself.
Yes.
And not only that,
yes.
you will give them the biggest payday. Yes, it's about payday, ladies and gentlemen. This is boxing, this is a prize fight.
Yes.
But you will be given the biggest payday to your countrymen.
Yes.
Soto Ramirez.
Ain't that what the fuck I said in the last video?
If Soto beats Dimitri Bivol.
Quick story. Marvin Hagler, Mike McCallum. Mike McCallum tells the story, and Marvin Hagler never denied it. Mike McCallum tells the story. He says, look, he said they were at a Hall of Fame ceremony or something like that. And he said that he saw Marvin Hagler. He just kind of looked and just kind of turned around and just kept looking straight. Said he, didn't really acknowledge him. So he says that Marvin Hagler made his way over to him. And he says to him, hey, how you doing, Mike? And just told him, like, listen, man, I just want you to know, man, I always respected you, man. And he tells Marvin Hagler, Marvin, how you say you respect me, but you wouldn't fight me? And in this business, this is how we make money. This is how we reward each other. You understand? This is how we do it. Roy Jones took a fight with Mike McCallum. Okay? Because they're friends. He only took that fight with him just to help him make some money. And he told the story about this was a favor. And Mike McCallum, basically, he confirmed it. He did a favor. Roy Jones took criticism for taking that fight. because Mike McCallum at the time was 39, but he was a, not the same fighter type thing. And, Roy, you could see Roy held back in that fight. But at the same time, it was just like, this is what you do as a fighter. This is how you make money. So basically, like I said, I don't have to hate you to punch you in your face. We could be cool. But it's just certain levels to this shit with me as far as how close I'm going to see myself. Now, after we're no longer competing with each other or we at 2 different weight classes, then it's different. But as long as there's a possibility I may have to hurt you, the same way I'm trying to hurt you, you're trying to hurt me. And I'm not going to let that shit happen. So it's like, no, I don't like you, motherfucker, enough to not fuck you up. You understand what I'm saying? Simple. That's how fighters help each other make money. Again, Simon Brown and Maurice Blocker were best friends and they fought each other. They founded it and they did it to help each other to make money and to climb up. And they both were up and coming and had 2 respected names in boxing at the time. So you understand, this is what I'm saying. Stop with the bullshit excuses. Let's continue.
See, that's what I'm trying to get at right here. This is why I don't agree with Canelo Alvarez in this sense. I don't want to fight Mexican fighters, but you're not fighting Mexican fighters. Tú le estás quitando la oportunidad a tu gente. You're taking the opportunity of your own people.
Basically.
Ustedes saben cómo se criaron allá en México. Mexico is not this rich country and things of that nature. Tú le puedes dar una oportunidad. You could give opportunity. So Sudo Ramirez is giving the biggest payday like you gave Caleb Plant. I know you was going for undisputed, but you gave Caleb Plant $12 million. Saunders $8 million. Cannon Smith some good money. What about David Benavidez, un Mexicano?
And Ramirez wants
to take care of his family. You're looking out for your people. You're still looking out for the raza. In boxing, that's the way that you give opportunity. That's the way that you make money.
Of course.
That's like if you're an artist and then you put one of your boys from let's say you're a big artist, a big music artist, right? And if you put somebody to feature on your album or one of your hits, and you put somebody from your hood that you want to bring along and you want to help out, you're giving them an opportunity the same way. That's the way that you give opportunity in the sport of boxing. This is the fight game. But not fighting them is actually you not sunning them, but it's like you pushing them to a side. It's like they're not worth to get the opportunity to fight you. They should get the opportunity to fight you. Mm-hmm. So you're going to fight them at your ball. You're going to give another opportunity. Potro Roche. And I know if people going to be like, oh, no, this is not a race thing. This is not this. This is about creating opportunity because you feel if you fight a Mexican fighter, you might take away or you may beat them and then they won't rise. No. You can't take away opportunity. And also you can't take away from your legacy. And also you can't take away from the boxing fans. And boxing, Canelo Alvarez.
More importantly,
you go out there and you compete. Your resume speaks for itself. Mm-hmm. There is no way we could give you a pass if you're not going. If you're going to stay in the super middleweight division, who else you going to fight?
Exactly.
Who else he's going to fight?
Exactly.
You going to drop the belt because you don't want to fight a Mexican?
And let's be real. Not one of you motherfuckers out there, okay, on your own accord, was sitting here saying, "Nah, man, we don't need to see Chance Crawford versus Errol Spence, man. That's 2 black men. 2 black men shouldn't fight. So how the fuck you gonna sit up here and support this bullshit that Canelo's talking about? How? How is that okay? Huh? Like I said before, so why the fuck should we want to see Holyfield and Tyson? Why did anybody want to see Ali versus Frazier? Those are 2 black men. They shouldn't fight each other. They should only fight white guys and Puerto Ricans and Mexicans and whoever else. Foreigners to this country. That's what they should do. Now imagine that's the message we giving. And not one of you motherfuckers is sitting here saying that no other fight shouldn't happen because of nationality. But somehow Canelo said this bullshit and you motherfuckers just, well, whatever Canelo wants, Canelo gets. That's your mentality. I'm so glad I came across this fucking video. Because I don't make excuses for no fucking body. Canelo or nobody. Fuck subscribers. If you feel some kind of way because I'm telling the truth, peace. What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck do I need for people to be on this channel, to be on some racist shit, to be on some soft punk shit, but trying to make it like, oh, I'm just supporting my flag. I'm supporting my Mexicanos. You don't ever hear every single pitch about and trying to black this, black this. I don't even get into that bullshit. So I'm so glad this man is saying what he's saying, and it's deeper than, oh, he thinks if he beats a Mexican, he's taking out. But no, that's not what it's about. That's not what it's about. That's not what it's about. And he knows at some point the weight class that he's in, there's tough Mexican guys there. And Benavidez, like I said, and like he said, toughest fight at 168.
Or you only going to wait for Beterbiev, but then let's say if Zuto Ramirez wins, right? You'll fight Beterbiev if Beterbiev beats Anthony Yarde, right? But then you won't become undisputed because Zuto Ramirez is on your way. Dímelo así. No entiendo. Triple G, Janabek doesn't want to fight each other because of Kazakhstan. Pero Canelo Alvarez, tú peleaste a Julio César Chávez Jr., a ese malparido. Tú no quieres pelear de Benavidez, tú no quieres pelear a Zuto Ramírez, pero tú peleaste a Julio César Chávez Jr. y ese tipo. Con los pelos azul y con los teleros, tú peleaste a ese tipo, mi hermano. And you fight Julio César Chávez Jr. with telero and blue hair and crazy him.
Yeah. I forgot about that, didn't you?
Canelo, no. You too good for this, my friend. Usted está muy bueno para esto. Usted está muy bueno. Vamos, Canelo, tú tienes que pelear de lo tuyo. Tú tienes que pelear a Zuto Ramírez y le gana a David Chimubón. O tienes que pelear de Benavidez. Vamos a ver, porque yo no sé con quién tú vas a pelear. Who you gonna fight? Caleb Plant otra vez. Anthony Guerrero. ¿Con quién tú vas a pelear?
You know what's funny about this shit? See, because I got Latinos in my family too. My family's mixed with a lot of shit, man. When Latinos get upset, they talk fast than a motherfucker. You hear this guy, right? Yeah, he don't like the shit Canelo's doing. And again, I don't praise anybody, but I do give props. I've said it time and time, and I'll say it again. Canelo is a solid fighter. He has a stellar resume. He's the face of boxing as right now. That's the whole point. You are above this type of bullshit that you're doing. You're making it the excuse and having it as a comfort zone. Because like he said, so what happens if it comes down to undisputed? You're not going to go for undisputed because you don't want to fight another Mexican. Bro, that's bullshit. So, I think I've said all I need to really say about it. He said what he said. And again, y'all know me. When we was going through this Glovegate bullshit, I got sick of making Glovegate videos, but it was like every time you turn around, there's a new claim. There's always something else coming on. Now we got to speak about it. And guess what? That was a black man, Deontay Wilder. Did you see me sit back and, well, nah, he's a black man. I can't go after him. But I'm going to go after Fury if he do something fucked up. Or I'm going to go after anybody else that's not black. Nah, we don't play that shit over here at AZB. So I'm so glad I found this video. And I said what I said, and I meant every fucking thing I said. And you know what? Whenever I feel the need to speak on anything, based on boxing related with what these fighters are saying and doing, I'm going to do so. And I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm not worried about anybody feeling some kind of way. First off, you're grown-ass men and women. You shouldn't feel no fucking kind of way. If somebody's wrong, they're wrong. You can't take away from what Canelo's done, but what he's doing right now, what he's going to do, all that. You have to hold people accountable for what they say and do. And pretty much if you're not going to fight the very best, like you're going to say, here's an A champion, here's another champion that's a A champion, but here's a B champion. I'll fight the B champion or the C champion, and not the two A champions. Then I'm going to tell them that they're no good. They haven't done anything. Okay. Y'all accept that bullshit, but I don't. Never fall in love with lies. Remember, the truth brings hate out of people, and I will catch y'all on the next video.